So, I started with peeling off the tops of some cardboard and cutting it so that way it looked like some roof tiles. I then made some bases for the sides, but they were too tall, so once I built this base, I cut it down a bit so that way it fit better over the engines and there wasn't a huge gap. I then added a roof, and it didn't matter what this looked like because it was going to be covered right now. So, now the cardboard is covering it, and it looks pretty good. I then added some details on the side, those like supporting beams, because I thought that it really added to the realism, even though it's made of popsicle sticks. So I tried covering the front with the thick popsicle sticks, but I didn't like it that much, but I'd already started, so I was like, I should just finish this. And so I was like, alright, that looks kinda good. And then I remembered that there was a back to it. So, we'll come back to that. Much better. So I ended up using the thinner popsicle sticks on the front, which I just cut to look like worn down and it had just been slapped together. Cause, well, it was. I used Victor and Proteus because they are my biggest engines and I wanted to make sure that they'd fit. So I made a wash using some acrylic paints and started putting it on the popsicle sticks. I really liked how it was looking. You can see that I just put it on the middle beam. Soon I put a layer of wash and a layer of paint on the roof. Everything was looking really good. This was taken after I tried to add some weathering to the roof, but I might go back and do a little more of that later. It didn't really come across at all. But the wash it looked so good. I made a thicker wash and started using it on the front. In the end, I also used just some acrylic paints brushed on lightly, and that really helped make it look old and dirty. Don't leave yet, there's a story at the end. Truth be told, I made this for some set dressing, but there's a reason I needed Proteus to fit under it. Here's what you need to make it. I already had this hot glue gun, and I had some paint brushes, so I didn't count them in the total. But anyway, so you need a few shades of brown paint. Yeah, really any will work, just because you're making a wash, and then you can lightly paint some on if you don't like that it's not weathered enough. Anyway, you also need these thin craft sticks and these popsicle sticks. And that's really all it took. So yeah, I know that this is by no means a step-by-step tutorial, but it's pretty easy if you just wing it and have fun. So anyway, since you've waited this long, here's a story.
Skarloey was excited for the new engines to arrive. He waited anxiously for them. When they arrived, he found they had much to learn.
What is that? It looks like a shed to me. No. This will never do. It looks more like a shack to me. And what's that piece of rubbish over there? Sir Handel, watch your mouth. That's Skarloey. He's famous. I'm sorry about him. Sir Handel has never been one for good first impressions.
It's quite alright. And I know it's not much to look at, but it does the job quite fine. I'm sure you'll find it cozy.
I think I'll find it dirty. That's quite enough. Look at that thing. It can't be up to code. It looks like it's gonna cave in at any moment. Do you see all of that rust? I know it's not the nicest shed we've ever been in, but I'm sure it'll do the job just fine. Yeah, let's just cool down for a while. I'm tired. Sir Handel, we're not here to cool down. We're here to work hard and to help these engines. Oh, so Spaghetti over here just gets to do nothing while we have to do the heavy lifting? Yeah, seems fair to me.
I'm actually waiting on some repairs. I can't really do much, that's why you're here.
See? Skarloey isn't lazy like you. Hey, I'm not lazy. I can work so hard. I'm the hardest worker this railway has ever seen. People are gonna...
Skarloey could tell that this was going to be a long few days.